Hi. Today, I want to talk to you about buzzwords. So, a couple of them that have been floating around in my life a lot and getting me to think lately are at work, and they are waterfall and agile. And so, you may have heard this before, you may not have. Waterfalls typically a way of working that is planning centric. It depends on a lot of certainty and the assumption that when you create a plan, you'll be able to execute it. And it's more of a top down approach, whereas agile is more team centered, more collaborative, more we're going to take things as they come and create them based on what we see happening in reality and what our customers want. And so, what I've been thinking about lately is actually these two different approaches and ideas, which I think are complementary, and one of them is not going to supersede the other at any point, is my opinion. I've been thinking about how they actually apply outside of my work life and in my inner and creative life. And so, how? I've been thinking about religion and spirituality and what are the differences between those and what they mean and what they're intended to be. And so maybe you see where I'm going with this. Um, but I've been thinking about waterfall and how it compares to religion and spirituality and how it relates to this idea of agile and responsiveness and immediate experience. And so a lot of times you see religion, and well, at least I think about moral and community and personhood and who I am and more eternal concepts, where I've been thinking more lately about spirituality and how that complements that sense of eternity and community with creativity and incremental joy and thinking about things in terms of how am I showing up today? What am I experiencing? What are other people experiencing? What's happening in reality? How do we all connect around that? And so I wanted to pose that question to you as well, that I'm thinking about in terms of a worldview that is more based in an idea of an eternal future, ideals and principles that are certain to bring people together. And on the other hand, the day to day experience and releasing assumptions and being together in small ways and not necessarily knowing who we are, who ourselves are, and that being enough. And so that's the idea that I wanted to share today, and I hope you find it intriguing as I do, and that it's been more than just a session on buzzwords here, and that you've found some food for thought. And I am very interested to hear what your thoughts might be and how these kinds of questions show up in your day to day experience, or your eternal experience, or both. Thanks. Until next time.